Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delzer. I am a 5th grade teacher from Northern California and mother of 2, and a lover of technology. My goal as I learn to teach 5th grade from afar is to help my fellow educators figure it out in less than 5 minutes on using technology through distance learning. So let's get started. More than likely, your school district has already created a Google Class for you. If not, let's start with creating your own Google Classroom. You'll see up here, I have a plus sign, and I'm going to create a class. And simply press create. There's your class. If you want to get fancy, you can select different themes that go along with what you're teaching. You can even upload your own photo to add as your background. When navigating distance learning, it's really important to make sure that whatever we're providing for our students and their families is very clear and easy to follow. This stream is sort of like any social media stream where anything that you post, whether you type it right here or assignments that you post, are all going to show in the order in which you post. I don't particularly like the stream as far as my children accessing classwork. Instead, I always tell them to go up to classwork because here you as a teacher have some more control of how it's organized. And that's done by using this create button. You can create assignments, quizzes, questions, material, which I use often for when I just want students to watch a video or go to a website to interact there. You can reuse a former post. My favorite thing to use for organization is by creating topics. Depending on what you teach, this could be subjects, it could be days of the week or full weeks. Right now for distance learning, I've tried 2 ways, by day and by week, and I think I'm going to stick with week. So let me give you an example. I'll create a second topic so you can see what that looks like as well. Now I have 2 topics. The 3 buttons on the right-hand side allow me to rename, delete, copy, or move up or down. So I typically like whatever topic my students are going to be working on to be at the very top. It's a lot easier for them to just get to classwork and get to where they need to be going. That, of course, is all preference. Now, how do we get things in these topics? We're going to create one of any of these. I'm going to start with a material, create maybe a video for them to watch, a link to the internet. I'm going to click material, give it a name and a description. In this case, I'm asking them to watch a video about the 13 American colonies. I've already found that video that I want them to watch. It's right here. I'm going to copy the link, go back to my classroom, and add that link to this material. You can also add things from your Google Drive, files from your computer, or you can go straight to YouTube and link it that way as well. There it is. My directions are there, and I'm done. Up here, I have an option of putting this in my demo class for any of the other classes I teach, which is great for those of you who teach multiple classes throughout your day. If I had a class list in here, they would all be listed, and I could, by default, select them all. I could unselect some students that maybe don't need to do this for some reason, or assign it to individual students. I do want this under a topic. I want it for April 13th through 17th, and now I'm going to post it. Before I post it, however, I want to show you this drop-down menu. If you don't want to post right now, let's say you're working on something the night before and you don't want your students to see it until a certain time the next day, you can schedule it for any day that you want at any time. But here they are, and they can click on the colonies. Now, if you want to be a little more organized in your classwork, if you're doing it by week, another option is to create either a hyperlink or a document that will all be done on one day. And then you can create it as an assignment and simply call it Monday's Assignments and give directions here. Number them, I would say, to make it really clear to your students. And you can add multiple links. So let's say I want them to watch the video that I just posted. There it is. And then I want them to take a quiz afterwards. So I'm going to create a form, and you can check out my YouTube on how to use Google Forms as quizzes. So again, I can add multiple things to this. They will see it as Monday's Assignments. They can click on it, see my directions, and see all of my links there. If you have a co-teacher or a student teacher or an IA that you think would be beneficial to have in your classroom, you can invite them using their email. So let's take a look at my current class so you can see when it's all filled in. For my current class, I keep a couple how-to videos on the top that will help them out if they're struggling. Then I always start with the most recent. So this is the week that we're on now. You'll see that I have, I'm doing my days backwards. So today's Wednesday, April 15th. It's the first thing they see. I always want everything to be on top and the first thing they see. I say good morning to them, give them some direction. There's my hyperdoc for today and a reminder of their weekly plan, which is on a Google Sheets. Then I list some general resources for my families. So that's just one of many ways to organize your classroom. Those of you that have experience using Google Classroom, feel free to comment below and give people advice on how they might use this. Good luck.